Well. Good morning, West Ham fans. Happy weekend. Let's talk about Betway, shall we? So, hope you're having a great weekend so far. It's only just kicked off, really, but hopefully the sun is shining where you are and you have a lovely weekend. So, I want to talk about Betway because obviously they've been in the news in terms of the whole Lucas Paqueta situation. Obviously, them being the uh, believed to be the betting site that alerted the authorities about the suspicious betting patterns into Paqueta's yellow card spot betting thing. And obviously, there's a few bits and bobs, all which news stories and stuff, which all sort of seem to combine round in terms of Betway. Let's start with the exciting one. The Betway Cup returns after when was the last time we had the Betway Cup? I reckon it was looking at that picture. I mean, you got Jamal Baptiste, you've got Ryan Fredericks, you've got who else? We've got Dawson. We got Okaflex in there, Connor Coventry. We've got in the wider picture. We've got actually. Let's put the wider picture on. That's funny. That'll be funny. Let's put that on. Where is it? Let's get this on. I'll put the wider picture on. But the Betway Cup does return to the London Stadium. The 10th of August is our opponents, which will be Celta Vigo. We're through to the final again. We always do well at the Betway Cup, don't we? Through to the final of the Betway Cup, and we play Celta Vigo at the London Stadium on the 10th of August, the week before the season kicks off, which would be obviously Aston Villa. In terms of that, that's probably the first time since a good few years that we've actually had the Betway Cup in at London Stadium. We sort of had it a little bit away, didn't we? But yeah, the first time we actually had it at the London Stadium for a while. I mean, look at that. That was the last time we had. So we got Okaflex. We had Alves, the centre half. We've got Jamal Baptiste, who's left and then left another club. That's not Arbeloa behind him, is that? No, I don't think so. No, it's before then. Dawson, well before his time, idiot. Dawson, Mark Noble. You've got that was Noble's last season, wasn't it? I think if I'm ready to be believed. But Ben Rama, is he? Yeah, you've got it's a Diop. We've got Connor Coventry with number 54. Declan Rice. Yeah, and anyway, it's back, and we play Celta Vigo on the 10th, a week before we obviously play Aston Villa in the first game of the season. So an early chance to see the new era, and hopefully we'll have a team by then. If not, bring your boots. You might get 10 minutes by the sounds of it, in terms of all the players we seem to be losing, apparently. Now, let's talk a bit about Betway in a bit more detail. Obviously, we had the leaked shirt, which came out last week, which is the black one with the Bowbells Church, maybe, I can't remember. But QuickBooks as the new shirts league sponsor, Betway being the main shirt sponsor. And we're getting to a situation now where we have the Betway. So at the moment, there's an involuntary ban on betting advertising across the front of the shirts. That's going to be implemented. I think it's beyond 2026, I believe. Betway's partnership with West Ham would have been going for almost 10 years. I think they first was in 2015, signed a new 60 million pound deal in 2019, according to Sean, which expires in 2025. So that could apparently be extended to another year in the 25-26 season before the ban comes into place. And then there's the opportunity to keep Betway as a sponsor, but not on the shirt sleeve. So basically, the front of the shirt, that's the real estate, which the involuntary ban is coming in the 26-27 season. but they could become a shirt sleeve sponsor, and that could be worth between £1 to £25 million, in all honesty, per season. Particularly as gambling companies, I think, will push up the value from 26-27 season onwards, as they scrabble to replace their front of shirt deals. So they'll be looking to maintain a presence in football, but looking for more, shirts deals which aren't involving the front of the shirt. I keep doing this. I do apologise. Which involve the front of shirt sponsorship. So it would be the shirts. Might be the shorts. It might be the back. That could be an option. And I said, I'm obviously QuickBooks now. I think JD paid about $2 million a year for that. So that price is going to be sort of drilled up due to necessity and scarcity of advertising opportunities for betting companies. So you could look at double, triple those numbers potentially. Another option could be West Ham selling the London Stadium rights. And agreeing a long lease to operate the Olympic Stadium by then, potentially. You never know. There are currently no regulations about renaming the London Stadium as the Betway Stadium as it stands. The combined stadium and sleeve sponsorship could easily be £10 to £15 million a season. So keeping that association with Betway, and it could become the Betway Stadium. I mean, the fact is, the way that works is the LLDC, I think, under the current agreement, takes the first £4 million and then 50% after that of anything that's signed off for the naming rights. Obviously, something which is meant to be named. Well, stadium's been there for 12 years now, and yet nothing has happened. So it's there's I would be surprised if you never hear of Betway again when it comes to West Ham sponsorship, because they have been a supporter for for 10 years by the time their current contract finishes, and I think they're gonna the price of something like the stadium naming will be elevated again from 2026 season onwards, because they can't advertise on there anymore now. They do the sleeve and all that type of stuff. So, in fact, opportunities will be increased. Sorry, let me take the microphone there. But are we underselling ourselves at West Ham? Ironically, well, according to a table commissioned in the annual fair market valuation table, West Ham are underselling themselves, which is quite surprising. West Ham receives £16 million less in sponsorship than they could have, apparently, according to the sponsorship publication in their annual fair play market evaluation. We currently earn £10 million a year from Betway, and that's apparently £16 million less than we could command, it's been claimed. As I said, we had a 6-year deal with Betway for £60 million signed in 2019. And as I said, the shirt sleeve sponsors, obviously QuickBooks now coming in this season to replace JD Sports. It seems that we could and we should be charging more money than we're on. You see the likes of maybe Aston Villa, who have oversold themselves, so to speak. And I think apart from Liverpool and Man United, West Ham's the third biggest difference from the fair play market to the current deal. But obviously that current deal runs out in 24-25 season, and then we can see what happens. Obviously there is a 1-year option potentially for the 25-26 season. But it's interesting to see that there's a bit of a discrepancy there. So Anyway, just thought I'd bring some and get some thoughts. Yeah, we'd love to see some sexier sponsors and things, but the thing is, the gambling companies do pay the highest premiums. And as much as I love the Yavco and the Dr. Martins, and do you remember Alpari? I used to like that sponsorship. BAC, all those ones. It's a sign of times where the biggest money spenders are the gambling society companies. And as I said, that price is going to be hiked up after the 25, 26, 27 season because of the involuntary sponsorship removal of front of shirt betting companies from. Interesting. bit of something different. Anyway, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and come on, your irons.